So I'm Ella Meyer, and this is my scenario 220 planning spreadsheet. This again took a whole lot of work, and I did a lot of things probably backwards, and I have no idea the order. But I upped the price a bit for these, and then I dropped it. I played around a lot. I think for a long time I had like a whole bunch of different prices, and it was just like it was getting kind of to be a lot. So I figured out a way to like make them the same for the majority of the months, but that would like optimize my total gross profit. So overall we had an increase of 25% for these months, and then a decrease of 150 in the winter months, because I've noticed that we sell a lot less beer in those winter months. Production, we started off slow and then very much ramped it up towards the end of the year and got to a total of 312,763 for Taj. Okay, for Alley Cat, we kept the price. Well, we changed the price from $15.50 to $16, but we kept that consistent for all 12 months. And I really ramped up the production of this at the beginning of the year so that I would have enough for the summer months. Again, this took a lot of toying, and I basically had to like start over because I was stuck at 215,000 for my ABT, but eventually we got there. So I start really heavy and then just kind of like gradually slow down, sort of the opposite of what I did for Taj. And I ended up with a total gross profit of 384,000 and 45. I think I said that wrong, but oh well. Okay, for Edgar Ale, we upped the price initially to $15 and then lowered it to $14 for the rest of the year. So mostly a decrease in price, mostly because Edgar Ale doesn't sell too well, I feel like. So I really just decreased the price, and that got us a higher gross profit. Yeah, and we ended up with a total of 187,766. Okay, so for our fermenters, I could not figure this out at first, clearly, because you saw my email, but I increased it from 4 to 5 for all of the months. It was the best way for me to get no lost sales with having the Alley Cat production so high. It was the easiest way of doing that. And I ended with a total of $244,421 as my EBT.
Hi, my name is Lucas Libby. This is my spreadsheet. My EBT came out to 227,516, which is above the minimum 225 range. So for Taj Mahal, my production starts out slow. In March, I went up to 3,000. Went back down in April to 2,500 to compensate for the extra cases in March. Then in the summer, I went up to 4,000 with one 3,000 case in July because Alley Cat is my good beer during the summer, so I have a lot of beer. My production in January started off strong with 8,900 cases. A little less in February, and I go down until the end of summer, where in July I go to 9,000, and August is 9,500. For the price, they are $15.50 during the first months and $18 in July, because that's when everybody wants Alley Cat at the end of the summer. And the price is marked back down at the end of the year, and we're buying less cases. For Edgar Ale, start off at $15.50 at the beginning of the year and drop down to $14.50 at the end of the year, no lost sales for any beer, and my EBT came out to 227,516.
So what I think we could definitely do better next time, we really struggled, I think, with the price changes and also just like knowing when to produce more of what. I think we kept on producing Alley too late into the year this time, and so we ended up with just a lot of excess Alley, and I think we could have improved if we upped the Edgar and Taj to, I guess, production at the end of the year, and sold out of that. From what I remember, that's what we could have improved upon. I think right now we're planning on, based off of our planning spreadsheet, our team planning spreadsheet, we're going to use upgrade to 5 fermenters, but that might change day of. We'll see. But as of now, we're planning on using 5 fermenters. Okay, so for next time, I'm going to be in charge of creating product orders again. Lucas, if we do the 5 fermenters, Lucas is going to be in charge of paying back the loan, or the money we used for that, because I believe after watching the video that was part of it. And Naomi is going to be setting the prices and also just like monitoring. I mean, we'll all be monitoring, but she'll definitely be doing that more than the rest of us. So yeah, this is our team scenario planning spreadsheet. We pretty much kept it the same. We just tried to simplify some of these production numbers, as well as down here. We kept our prices pretty streamlined so that there's not a whole bunch of moving back and forward, because that's something all of ours had in common originally when we were working on them. And it has an EBT of 244,421. And we will be using 5 fermenters if we follow this plan.